But God calls you Judah.
That's right.
God calls you Judah. So, have you heard that before? Has my man talked to you about that before?
No, because never mind. No.
Because it's kind of hard to talk about that in certain areas, right?
Yeah.
But understand, this is for your salvation. Sis, this is for your salvation. So if we're saying that you have to let go of the weed smoking, put on the dress. She said, it's her, not me, right? It's her walk, right? But sis, this is for you too. You know you're an Israelite too? Did you know that? You on this side too? It's not just her. Yeah? You in and out. I got you. Sis, I was in and out 10 years ago. But once I found out that Christ was black, and that the men in the Bible were black and not white, that's when I changed. That's when my family changed.
Right.
That's when my kids changed. And Lord's will, that's when the community changed.
That's a good question. You say what?
I got two questions. Sis. So I got one for you and I got one for you. 'Cause I noticed something. My brother, he said hoes, right? You know what I'm saying? I think that struck a nerve.
Nah, baby, it was the smoking.
It was the smoke, what?
It was him talking about weed.
Talking about weed?
Yeah, it wasn't.
So it was the weed that it wasn't the whole word. Okay, so what's wrong about smoking weed?
Oh, it's nothing. I said I just got high.
You just got high?
Yeah.
Okay, but you was also you was also studying this too. You was also studying this. What do you see interesting about this?
I was reading that. The
This
tribes
one?
in Israel.
This
Yeah.
one? So do you see yourself on this sign? Stay close. Stay close. I'm gonna give it back to you. I just want to ask these two questions. You don't see yourself on the sign?
I said yeah.
You say yeah? Where do you see yourself at?
Black.
American Black? Okay. So the Most High God, these are your God-given names. Sis, stay with me. He's zealous because if someone wakes up, someone comes in the spirit, the angels rejoice. So he's rejoicing too. But check this out. On this side of the sign is your God-given name. On this side is what the other nations call you, the white man call you, right? He gave you the name African American, right? When you sign on the application, you have to sign as African American. But God calls you Judah.
That's right.
God calls you Judah. So, have you heard that before? Has my man talked to you about that before?
No, because never mind. No.
Because it's kind of hard to talk about that in certain areas, right?
Yeah.
But understand, this is for your salvation. Sis, this is for your salvation. So if we're saying that you have to let go of the weed smoking, put on the dress. She said, it's her, not me, right? It's her walk, right? But sis, this is for you too. You know you're an Israelite too? Did you know that? You on this side too? It's not just her. Yeah? You in and out. I got you. Sis, I was in and out 10 years ago. But once I found out that Christ was black, and that the men in the Bible were black and not white, that's when I changed. That's when my family changed.
Right.
That's when my kids changed. And Lord's will, that's when the community changed.
Right.
But it starts with you, sis. It starts with you, sis. You never thought he was black? You never thought he was white? So did you go to church?
Yes.
You go to church on Sundays, right? Which denomination? Baptist?
Church of Christ.
Church of Christ? Okay. All right, so on the walls there was no white Jesus.
Nah.
It was no.
The word is the word, and I understand. Like, I'm here. The word is the word.
You cooking?
And if a lot of people do believe that he is white, some people believe that he is black. That the truth, yes, of course. But what he says in the word and what he's wanting from us all stays the same.
It's all say the same.
It's the same. It's interpreted differently for each denomination.
Give me 2 Corinthians 11:4.
No.
Now I hear you. And you said the word, right? So we're gonna go with the word. And if any man speak about God, we're gonna speak out of the Bible, right? Thus said the Lord, right? Give me that 11 verse 4.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4.
What?
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus,
Preaching another Jesus. So we got to understand, the disciples back then, right? They dealt with Christ, right? And we know that Christ was a black man. So if they're preaching another Jesus, right? Which these other, the Baptist church, the Pentecostal church, the Methodist church, they're preaching this God. They're preaching this Jesus Christ, right? Read it again.
For if he that cometh preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached.
Who we have not preached. We preached a black man came on this earth.
Right.
We're preaching that a black man is going to save us from our enemies, right? Because like you said earlier, we have enemies, and they hate our guts. They hate us so much that they don't even tell who we are. So why? We can stay in a dumb state of mind. When I'm saying dumb, it's like we don't know who we are. We don't know that we're gods on this earth. We are royal on this earth. Because once we understand that, things change. We're not here in the hoods and the ghettos killing one another, disrespecting one another, cheating on one another, right? Mistreating one another, causing trauma to one another.
Bring it out.
We start loving one another. We start building. And that's what they don't want us to do. This is what I'm saying. Our enemies hate us. Right. Keep reading.
For if he that come preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received.
So when they teach this right here, when they teach this doctrine, we receive another spirit. They're up here dancing and throwing their hands up and doing all the talking in tongues and stuff, what they call talking in tongues, all that gibberish and stuff. That's coming from this doctrine.
Right.
Read that again.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit,
receiving another spirit, thinking that you ain't got to keep the commandments no more, right? You have to keep Christmas, you got to celebrate birthdays, you got to celebrate the New Year's. All this comes from this lie that has been taught to us, right? Read.
Which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him.
You're going to bear with the people that told you these lies. This is why it's important for us. You said, sis, I'm going to sum it up.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
You got this one right here. She keeps distracting me. That's what happens. That's what happens when we got to stay focused. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I take your word for it. And sis, I love you too. It's all out love. But we're trying to give, this is for you, it's for your salvation. I want to see you make it into the kingdom. Right. Sis, I want to see you make it into the kingdom. But if we can't interact, if we can't stay focused for a minute, we're gonna miss. Okay. And
I'm also higher up in church as well, and through my church.
You're higher up?
I do hold a higher place in church.
Okay.
But she also we were born in the church.
Okay.
We were raised in the church. So a lot of it is like what you're basing this off of right now is Catholicism, which of course that's fine. It's a different denomination than what we were raised in. So reading this, of course, is from there. But from what we were raised in, what you're speaking, yes, truth in it. There's truth in it. There's 100%. However, every denomination is raised differently. So I don't want to. I'm not saying that you're yelling at me at all.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
But for me, I mean, I'm going to listen to his word, the scripture. I'm going to continue to live by the scripture like as I'm supposed to. Not just one specific scripture and not one specific, three specific chapters. I'm going to continue using the entire Bible as I study every day and preach every day and sermon to everyone that I preach to regardless. Everything is interpreted differently. And so what you're hearing, what you're saying to me and what I'm hearing, of course, two different things. But if we were raised, to celebrate if we don't celebrate actual, that Jesus died on this day or whatever, we still celebrate, this is our family, this is the holiday, like it's a holiday that we celebrate.
Okay. So I understand that. And I was caught up in that too. All about tradition and stuff. But what about God's tradition? What about God's commandments? Right. If he give us days to celebrate, we're supposed to keep it, right? Like today's the Sabbath day. Nothing changed. Nothing changed when Christ came on the scene, right? So this is like I hear you. And it's the same thing with Paul, right? He had the zeal of God, right? And he had to be taught again. Christ had to deal with him, right? Because he had the zeal, but he had to be taught again, right? Because he was persecuting his own people for what he believed in, right? So now when Christ dealt with him, he had to make a change, right? So sis, I'm not knocking your zeal. I'm not knocking the work that you do, right? But understand, if God say to do this, are you going to do it? If God say to keep my commandments, are you going to do it? Okay. So this is what we're about. Give me that, Revelation 14:12.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
These are they that keep the commandments of God. When you see the men that's in purple and gold, when you see sisters that is in purple and gold, that got fringes on, that got a hair cover on, that look beautiful in their garments, right? When you see them, they're keeping the commandments of God. That's what God commanded us to do. Keep reading.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
In the faith of Jesus Christ. So sis, you there, but there's things that you have to see in the Bible, and we're going to hold you accountable spiritually. You have everybody here that's going to keep you accountable. You got sisters back at the school that can hold you accountable. Hold you accountable, sis. Right? We can't do this by ourselves. Right? Because we're going to fail. So we need a support system around us. We need to have people around us that's going to hold us accountable, right? This is what we're here for. So, if he say, give me Revelations 14:15, and then I'm gonna give it back to you so you can go over the commandments. Read. John 14:15. Yes, sir. John 14:15.
This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
All right, I'm showing you once again, because Officer Jan, he's going to go over some commandments, right? Christ said, if you love me, what? If he said, you love me, what?
I stopped. I'm sorry.
All right, read it one more time. I want to make sure you're listening.
John chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So, Christ is saying what? If you love me, do what? Keep the commandments.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ blessed. Deacon Abiel in the building. Listen, subscribe to IUIC Oklahoma YouTube page. We got a lot more content coming out. We got the captains, we got the officers about to drop some fire. Stay tuned, and don't forget, fix your faces on IUIC Oklahoma. Stay tuned with the latest and greatest content that we got coming out. All praise be to the Most High God. Shalom.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.